guys, Queendija, and in today's video, I'll be reacting to episode 7 of Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash. So let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh god, I'm so fucking pissed right now. I was like, oh, okay, let me go ahead and watch Overlord and everything, right? And then Attack on Titan. But it's a bad fucking sub. Ugh! Is she dreaming? Or is he dreaming? In a way, he knew he was gonna die. See, that reminds me of something that I really don't want to talk about. That hurts. Of course. Because when she looks at you, she just remembers that day. Or even that night. I'm hungry. I'll eat after this. Either this or 100. Of course, because she doesn't want to get attached to them. Probably. I mean, in a way, everyone, mostly all these characters, like, treat death differently, just like real people. Everyone's going to take either a shorter or longer time grieving with death. Sometimes it could be a length of a couple of months to a year, or while for other people it could be years until possibly they pass. I don't know. But I feel like maybe with Mary being in Haru's group, she's gonna let down the walls. I don't know how, don't know when, but it's gonna happen, and she's gonna be able to smile again. But I mean, looking at someone who was your former comrade and all you can see is nothing but things that happened in the past, of course I wouldn't want to be around that person anymore either, but sometimes you just have to do what you think is best. That's just my thing. Excuse me. Well, true, yes, but it's just to get to know her. You probably been sitting here wondering why the heck she's bitchy all the time, so now you know. I mean, you're right about that too. Mm-hmm. At least think about what Monotone like, guys. Yep, hate that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really more of almost everyone except Yume, because you talk to Yume a little bit of Shihoda. There's assholes, and then there's Ranta. He's in his own category. God. Hell is definitely frozen over. Come here, because you just want attention. And it is raining. Oh. Oh. Oh, just don't have to get it back. No. Yeah, shouldn't have come anyway. Yeah, right now. Okay. Yeah. Set up. You can go. No. Still afraid of getting close to him. I feel for her. But yeah. They even kept one of those gloves. Yeah, I think so too. At least they get good food too. I mean, think about like even though what's his face was cooking, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, Jesus, too many. You just need Goblin Slayer and just get it all in one place. Oh, so good. Really. Ah! Hmm, finally. That's an easy cover right there. Of course. It's nice though. Is it weird that Haru kind of reminds me of Belkun in a way? Except when he's only really OP? maybe over a year. A month full. It's interesting though, because the last time we saw the man was a present. Yeah. Just makes me miss them even more. Oh my god. But Mary finally went and just had dinner with them. Oh my god. Like, my heart. I wasn't expecting that, but like, slowly but surely, she's just letting it down. I mean, she hasn't smiled yet, but it's coming. I can feel it. It's gonna come. I don't know when, but it's coming, and I'll be so happy. But this was a really nice episode. It to me, it focused more on her. Like, I think this was just like the part two of the part one of both episodes that we've seen recently for her. And I mean, to have Ranza, oh my god, apologize to Yume. And the fact is like, never heard you apologize for it. It was kind of really not like you, but I think it was nice. And everyone developing their skills and being more closer to OP and such. But yeah, it was nice. A really good, enjoyable, fast paced episode. I mean, every episode to me feels like 1 minute we're like at the halfway of it, and the next thing you know we're done. And I'm like, God, that goes too damn fast. It's just like, but it's calming though, and I'm like, Jesus. And the next thing you know, I'm on episode 8, and then I'm done with the show. And then I think there's an OVA for this show, so I know I'm gonna have to watch that soon. But it's kind of weird. I do kind of ship Mary with Haru in a way. I think they look very interesting together, but I don't know. I think really, like, how long they possibly have been here before. It has to be like at least a couple months to maybe a year, because as Haru said, he doesn't know when he stopped counting, but he did stop counting. So I'm guessing maybe this could be month 8 or 10, possibly, maybe. I don't know, but it's just at the same time it made me miss Minato so much. And like, why did Minato have to die? I mean, I like I said, I hate when I kind of write about someone dying and then I find out and then I'm just like, like, fuck it. Fuck it. Like, really, really bad and stuff. But at the same time, like, I was like, no, if he dies, like, let him die later on. And then they're like, no, we're killing him now. And you're gonna see these characters, like, just be depressive and stuff. And the fact that they all have this thing that is very similar. Mary having three people who were close to her dying, and then everyone else in this group having Minato die, and how each and every one of these characters in this show grieves in a different way. It's really nice because it makes them more human in a way. I mean, like, any anime that I've seen that deals with death, and especially it's a little harder more on the kids rather than like maybe an adult or a little bit of a teenager, because teenagers typically, because they all are teenagers, they will more lash out on things, on parents, on people, whoever, because of those feelings that they have inside. It's more really anger, but then eventually they come in terms to sadness. How like Yume and Haru, really everyone else in this group was really always like mad about each other and mad about something that they did or whatever, maybe agreeing or disagreeing with something. And instead of talking, they more so lashed or ranted to each other. And I mean, with Mary doesn't do that. She has, her bitchiness side, and she says it like she has no filter. She says certain things in a nice way, not in a way where she's being really mean, but it still is, she is being mean to someone, because anything that she says to Ranta's gonna get like have like a big massive fit about it. But slowly but surely, those two are slowly becoming friends and agreeing with certain things. I mean, hell, for Ronta to say like, oh, well, which one of us is the good looking? And she's just over here like, do I really need to answer that question? I mean, honestly, my thing is Haru. Yes, Haru. I mean, he seems the most interesting out of the three. Minato was also interesting. What's his face is interesting. Ronta is like the least interesting because every single time when I think of Ronta, I just think of him as angry all the freaking time. And I'm like, dude, just calm your ass down. It's okay. Like, But I mean, there are times where Ronta isn't always angry, and I do like that, but still, when I immediately think of him, I think of nothing but anger, and that's just me. But slowly but surely, he's warming up to me. It just give me a little more time with him, even though I like everybody else. I mean, it was the same thing with Darling, with Mitsuru. Like, I couldn't stand Mitsuru, like, the first half of the dang series, and then by the time we got to the second half, I really, like, by the end of the show, I was in love with him, and I was just like, I really care for this kid. Not like as much as I loved Hero, like honestly. But other than that, guys, that was my reaction view towards episode 7 of Grimgar Fantasy and Ash. If you guys enjoyed it, please give me a like. It really helps me out. Also, subscribe to my channel. I make videos every single day. Join the Magical Squad, and of course, I will see you guys all officially next Saturday for the Patreons, and next Tuesday for everybody else for episode 8. Bye, guys.